Last week, I went 5-0 with a Dragon's Reach Channeler Underworld Breach version of Ruby Storm. Today, by popular demand, I am playing the Past in Flames Glimpse the Impossible build thanks to Modern Horizons 3. Let's go check it out. This video is proudly sponsored by Card Market. My old friend, Past in Flames, we meet again. And I'll be honest, I tried to record Gift Storm last night because I thought it'd be another fun way to abuse Rail Monsoon Mage, the powerful card from Modern Horizons 3. And I played some Past in Flames last night. And what I realized is there's no reason to ever play Gift Storm anymore. My thought was that Rail Monsoon Mage was so good with cantrips, but what I quickly realized is thanks to the broken rituals, Desperate Ritual and Pyretic Ritual, when you have a Rail in play, things like Wrenn's Resolve, Reckless Impulse, and even Glimpse the Impossible end up being much better than cards like Preordain. So I decided today I would just run the better Storm deck. I'm going to run Boros Ruby Storm, the deck that has taken Modern by storm, pun intended. And a lot of people in my comment section on my last video wanted to see this build because this build is more stock despite my Underworld Breach video going 5-0. I get it. This list is what people like playing with. Past in Flames has a lot of good memories for some people, Gift Storm players in particular, but I do think Underworld Breach is just a more powerful card than Past in Flames. That said, Past in Flames works a lot better with the Reckless Impulse build. So that's what we're doing here today, and I just want to play it myself to get a feel of, is this better? This might be better than the build I recorded, and I just don't know because I haven't tried it. And one thing that I absolutely love about this build is that Jarvis Yu did some work on the deck and added in Gemstone Caverns, and I think it's brilliant. It allows you to play Ruby Medallion or Rail on turn 1, and then on turn 2 untap and win. I even saw a turn 1 screenshot today on Twitter, which is pretty exciting. I mean, you have to have a perfect hand for that to work, but anything's possible. Additionally, no more main deck copies of Grapeshot. Instead, you have Wish, which gets your sideboard Grapeshot, or Empty the Warrens, Blood Moon, or this Alchemist Gambit to beat the One Ring. And that's pretty exciting as well. So that's the deck list that we're playing today. We do have Static Prison for a short-term answer to cards as well. Orum's Chant, I've got to be honest with you, I'm not sure if this card is actually better than Silence. When I was recording Belcher last week, I was able to ignore Orum's Chant because I had Leyline of Sanctity. So between Leyline of Sanctity and the One Ring, is this really better than Silence? I know it's from Modern Horizons 3 and everyone's really excited about it, but I'm just not so sure if it's actually better than Silence. So these are some preliminary thoughts that I have, but I've rambled long enough. Why don't we just play some Magic and I'll see you in the first round. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to leave a like, comment, and subscribe. You can also show your support by becoming a member of this channel. You get sweet perks such as badges, emotes, early access to videos, exclusive members-only content, and access to our members Discord section. As you increase the tiers, there are other rewards such as shop discounts, sideboard guides, and even free donation decks. Click the join button down below to find out more. We also have other ways you can support us, like theepicswarm.com/shop or submitting a donation deck via theepicswarm.com/donation decks. That's enough for now. Let's play some Magic. Match number 1, we're on the play. We're facing Latron James. I wonder if they're actually playing Tron in Modern. Yeah, this hand is very good. We will keep. This is a turn 2 Empty the Warrens, I believe. So we have turn 1 Strike It Rich, turn 2 Ruby Medallion, Desperate Ritual. Desperate Ritual's 5 mana. Wish brings us down to 3, and that's enough to empty the Warren. So you could have a turn 2 10 Goblins if you so choose. We'll lead on Wooded Foothills, fetch, grab the basic mountain, and we will play Strike It Rich. Blooded Strand, so it is not Tron, for a Hallowed Fountain. It looks like they just decided to pass. Okay. They're going to Orum's Chant me in my upkeep. Okay, sure. We will play Scalding Tarn, pass the turn. Orum's Chant here is pretty scary. They could have just completely destroyed me there by allowing me to burn my rituals or wish or my entire hand. Main deck Orum's Chant, that is spicy. They play an island. We will fetch. Grab an Elegant Parlor. Surveil 1. We'll keep the Rail Monsoon Mage. Play Sacred Foundry. Ouch. And I'm just going to put Jegantha to my hand. I don't really want to play in a counterspell, and there's a chance here that our opponent taps out for something like Teferi Time Raveler, or they just don't have anything. Okay, not even a land drop. We draw another land. I think I'm just going to continue to be patient. Our opponent's at the point where they have to discard next turn if we don't do anything, so let's just strike it rich. Pass the turn. I'm just reducing the number of breakpoints for our opponent. Like, I am less likely to get choked on mana if I just be patient and wait them out. And they're passing. We'll grab another Elegant Parlor. I want the Ritual. We will keep that. Discard Subtlety. Okay. They know that I have Gigantha, so that's actually kind of surprising. Let's begin with a Ruby Medallion. Force a negation, exiling Snapcaster Mage. Okay. I'm good to just pass here. Once again, I'm not trying to open myself up to losing to basic tricks. Like, you could just be patient, wait them out. They have 5 cards in hand. Looks like now they have a Snapcaster Mage for Orum's Chant. There's much more effective ways for our opponent to have played this out, like just waiting for me to cast rituals first or anything, but instead they're being very proactive with these Orum's Chants. They cast the Orum's Chant. Okay, we cannot play spells this turn. We draw land number 5. We will pass. Our opponent has now drawn their 4th land. Teferi Time Raveler. Okay. We will sacrifice this so that our opponent doesn't get to draw a card. Alright, they have 3 cards in hand. I feel like we're in a pretty good spot here. We'll grab the other Sacred Foundry. And they did not attack. Play Ruby Medallion. Pyretic Ritual. Desperate Ritual. Play Rail. Let's play Wish. They have Solitude. So normally you could respond with Desperate Ritual here and try to flip the Rail. But with the Teferi Time Raveler in play, that is not possible. We'll choose Tails. We lost the flip. Now Wish resolves. And we're likely going to empty the Warrens here. I could Past in Flames. Maybe that's the move first. Well, Desperate Ritual. Let's Past in Flames. Desperate Ritual. Desperate Ritual. Pyretic Ritual. Play Wish again. Go grab Empty the Warrens. Actually, I should play Gigantha first. And now we'll empty the Warrens. Okay. Our opponent is on an anti-storm deck. Orum's Chant, Force of Negation, Subtlety, Solitude. They did not want to lose the combo today. They plus Teferi. Narset. I believe our opponent just lost. They find Wrath the Skies. I mean, if they had an untapped white source in hand, they could play it. It's not going to be good enough here, though. Sweet. Okay. So we likely want the Orum's Chance. We probably want a couple copies of Static Prison. We'll board out Striker Rich. This is not a speed-based matchup. I'm good to try this. Game number 2, we've open-handed both of our Static Prisons. I don't know how much I love that. So this hand is basically like a mulligan to 5 or maybe 6. I'm still going to keep it. Just having raw resources versus control decks can be very good. Our opponent plays Island and Tune the Narrative. We draw a Pyretic Ritual for turn. We'll play Scalding Tarn and pass. Damping Sphere. Okay, we do have the Static Prison. We're just not in a spot to win right now. Fetch. Grab an Elegant Parlor. Past in Flames can go to the graveyard. That's actually a great card to surveil away. Reckless Impulse. Ouch. Let's play Reckless Impulse. Ritual and a Rail. They have land number 3. And Teferi Time Raveler. We're in an interesting spot here. If I draw an untapped land, I could try to exile the Damping Sphere and then Ritual Rail into a win. They draw a card with Teferi. Is it a land? We know that they have Solitude, Subtlety, and Force of Negation in their deck. It is an untapped land. Interesting. I think I'm going to go for it. Static Prison. Exile the Damping Sphere. Desperate Ritual. If our opponent doesn't have any free spells, they are definitely dead in this spot. Let's start with a Manamorphose. They have the Solitude. Unfortunate. 3 cards left in hand. We'll choose Tails. We lost the flip. Manamorphose. Red. Another Rail. Alright, so I've played 1, 2 spells this turn. I could go Ritual, Rail, Wrenn and hope that my Rail flips. 50-50 chance. I think that's the move here. Pyretic Ritual. We'll play another Rail Monsoon Mage. Wrenn's Resolve. Choose Tails. I lost the flip. Bummer. Pass the turn. So they still have 3 cards in hand. We know that they have main deck copies of Orm's Chant. So nothing is guaranteed next turn, I guess is what I'm trying to say here. They plus Teferi. They have 4 cards now. Ruby Medallion. We will pay an energy. And then let's start the turn with a Desperate Ritual. We'll choose Tails. We win the flip. I don't want to transform. What about a Ruby Medallion? Glimpse the Impossible for 1 mana. We'll choose Tails. We win the flip. I don't want to transform. Glimpse. 2 lands and another Ruby Medallion. Okay, we'll fetch. Let's attempt Past in Flames. Counter spell. We'll choose Tails. We win the flip. Yeah, let's transform. And then I think I want to kill the Teferi. We will pass the turn. And now I'll get a few copies of Eldrazi. Our opponent is back to having 4 cards in hand now. This will be the last energy off of the Static Prison. We're going to plus Rail so our spells cost less. Flashback Past in Flames. They counter spell. Play Bloodstained Mire. We'll now fetch. We could flashback the other Past in Flames. Okay, that one resolved. Pyretic Ritual. Desperate Ritual. We'll Manamorphose. White, red. Desperate Ritual. Glimpse the Impossible. Wrenn's Resolve. Reckless Impulse. Orm's Chant You. We'll play Rail. Manamorphose. Choose heads. We lost the flip. We'll make red. Play Wrenn's Resolve. Trigger Rail. We won the flip. Yes, I would like to transform. We're going to keep the one with 14 counters on it. Surprise, surprise. Now Wrenn's Resolve resolves. Another Reckless Impulse. Let's minus the Rail. Okay, Pyretic Ritual. And our opponent has had enough. Blue-white control with all the hate in the world still wasn't good enough. We're 1-0. Moxfield.com is the easiest way to build a Magic deck online. They support over 30 formats, including Legacy and many other Eternal formats. There are so many options to view decks the way that you want, from text view to individual cards, mana value, and even card price. There's also light mode and dark mode. My personal favorite feature is card tags. This way you can sort cards by function. Moxfield supports collection tracking, Scryfall search, decklist feedback, and so much more. Follow me on Moxfield.com so you can stay updated on all of my decks. Round number 2, we've won another die roll. Big fan of that. Reveal our elk friend, Gigantha the Wellspring. This hand is insane if we draw a second land. I will keep. One of the nice features of this deck is it does have 2 Surveil lands in it, and I'm playing extra fetch lands. A lot of lists running very few fetch lands. However, I value being able to find those Surveil lands more often, so I'm playing more of them. Play Wooded Foothills, pass the turn. Another Flooded Strand. Oh no. I was hoping for something less interactive. We will grab an Elegant Parlor, Surveil 1, get rid of the Wish, and we had it the whole time. Let's Reckless Impulse. You could just jam Ruby Medallion or Rail here. I kind of wanted to debate them, or if they let it go, maybe dig for land 3 for next turn, or then I can go Rail into Pyretic Ritual or whatever. Another Hallowed Fountain. Spell Snare. Good deal. Very happy trading a Spell Snare for a Reckless Impulse. Meticulous Archive. They put that card on top. Ruby Medallion. Yeah, you didn't have a second Spell Snare, did you? Pass. Land number 3. No Teferi Time Raveler. We find our 3rd land. Fetch. Let's try Rail here. Rail Monsoon Mage. They search out a mountain. Snapcaster Mage. Okay. And Spell Snare. Let's Wrenn's Resolve. We find another Rail and another Ruby Medallion. Interesting. Pyretic Ritual. We'll play the Rail. Play Wish. See if we can flip the Rail here. We'll choose Tails. We have won the flip. Yes. And now the wish resolves. Interesting spot here. Right now, I really wish I had a Galvanic Relay in the sideboard, that's for certain. We'll grab Grapeshot. I'm sorry, this isn't Burning Wish, I just cast it. I'll deal 1 at the Snapcaster Mage, the rest of them. And then I'm going to plus the rail and pass the turn. They play land 4 and pass. Let's start with a Reckless Impulse. I could still play this other Ruby Medallion as well. They counterspell the Reckless Impulse. They have 4 cards. Let's plus the rail. Play the other Ruby Medallion. Pass the turn. We're not in a rush here. They Wrath the Skies. Both Ruby Medallions are gone. 3 cards left in hand now. We'll plus rail. So next turn we can ultimate the rail. Reckless Impulse. Oh, well maybe we'll just win this turn instead. Pyretic Ritual. Manamorphose. Red. Play Strike It Rich. How about a Past in Flames? Is that good? Is that good? Pyretic Ritual. I know people like it when I pop out the graveyard, so let's just do that. I don't do this naturally when I'm playing. I just don't find it very helpful, but people do enjoy it. Our opponent's at 9. They should be pretty easy. We'll play Strike It Rich again. Manamorphose. Red. Play the Grapeshot. Sweet. That is going to be game number 1. Oh, there was a lag there. I thought they conceded. My bad. They did not concede. Alright, now it's game number 1. We'll bring in Orm's Chant and then a couple copies of Static Prison. Board out the Strike It Rich. Okay, we're in the same situation as game 1 where I'm hoping to find land 2. This time we're on the draw, but this hand could even be a turn 2 win if I just draw that untapped second land. There it is. Wooded Foothills pass the turn. Never punished. They play an Arid Mesa, and unfortunately they're not tapping out on the second turn. We'll grab an Elegant Parlor. We'll keep an extra land. Play the Parlor and Surveil again. Definitely keeping the Rail Monsoon Mage on top. Pass. Come on, tap out for a Teferi or a Narset. Just something I don't care about. Thundering Falls. Mystic Gate is the land for turn. Soul Guide Lantern. Okay. So it looks like they're holding up in Counterspell here. We'll play Sacred Foundry. Yes. And then let's put Gigantha to our hand. Actually, no, because then I have to discard. Tough call. I'll just pass. I messed up. I should have not have played the land and then played Reckless Impulse. For some reason, I thought I only had 6 cards in hand, so my plan was Gigantha, but that was just wrong. They missed their land drop and passed the turn. Another Glimpse the Impossible. Maybe we're supposed to just play Glimpse here. Maybe hit a land, get some Eldrazi for mana. Okay, the Glimpse is finally resolved. We'll play our land, and then we'll pass the turn, and then we'll get 2 more Eldrazi, which is exactly what I wanted. Like, this was perfect. We get 2 spells for Past in Flames. I mean, it probably doesn't matter with the Soul Guide Lantern, but I wanted 2 Eldrazi in the land. Like, that was really it. And just hitting spells for Past in Flames was nice. I mean, it likely won't matter, but there's a world where it could. Galvanic Discharge. We will sacrifice our Eldrazi, and now this should fizzle. Pass the turn. They have found land number 4. End step will fetch. Grab a mountain. Another land. Fetch again. Let's try Reckless Impulse. I've played the land already, but oh well. Manamorphose. We'll make 2 red mana. And Reckless Impulse. Play Static Prison. Force them to use the Soul Guide Lantern now. They exile our graveyard, that's just fine. And we'll pass. Land number 5 off the top, they have 5 cards in hand. The One Ring, giving us a chance to win here, I love it. They have protection from everything, but today we are playing the Alchemist Gambit in the sideboard, so we can beat the One Ring. Another Glimpse. Okay, it's now or never. Ruby Medallion. Rail Monsoon Mage. Maybe I should have used the Eldrazi spawn earlier, though. That might have been a mistake. Pyretic Ritual. Trigger the Rail. Solitude, I will respond with a Desperate Ritual. Choose Tails. We win the flip. Yes, let's transform. And now Solitude is useless. Oh, I guess I should have waited for them to target, but that's fine. Choose tails. We won the flip again. Pyretic Ritual. We will plus the rail. Glimpse the impossible. Let's expand this exile zone. We'll play our land for turn. Desperate Ritual. Wrenn's Resolve. Let's play another Glimpse the Impossible. Pyretic Ritual. We'll play another rail. Play Wish. We'll say heads. We lost the flip. That's fine. Manamorphose. Tails. We lost the flip. We'll make 2 blue here for the Alchemist Gambit. Desperate Ritual. Tails. We lose another flip. Desperate Ritual. Choose heads. We win the flip. Yes, I would like to transform. We'll keep the new rail. -8. So this is a spot that I talked about in the intro, where these Orm's Chants don't actually work now because our opponent has the One Ring, but that's okay. So we're going to play Wish, and we will empty the Warrens for a lot. Our opponent is going to fetch for a Meticulous Archive. And then we will play the Alchemist Gambit with Cleave. So we're going to take another turn, and if I don't win, I lose the game, but damage can't be prevented, which gets through the One Ring. We'll play a Past in Flames, empty the Warrens, and then pass the turn to myself. The One Ring will not save you. So it's my turn again, and now we'll go to combat. Sweet. 2-0. Looking to make playing your favorite combo deck much easier? Look no further than the Epic Storm Mini Token Combo Pack, which is available at theepicstorm.com/shop for $14.99. This combo token pack comes with 84 double-sided tokens. That includes our classic Storm and mana tokens, as well as fan favorites such as Goblins, Squirrels, and Slime Time Live. But that's not all. We've expanded this token pack to cover a variety of formats with new tokens. Stop on by theepicstorm.com/shop and make an easy decision to elevate your combo game. Another die roll, exactly what we want here. On the play for match 3, revealing our elk friend Jegantha the Wellspring. And our opponent also has a Jegantha. The Good Fortune. Okay, so we have a Gemstone Caverns on the draw. Not ideal. We don't have a Ruby Medallion or a Rail, the Monsoon Mage. That's what it is. Alright, so do we want this? I think we should actually mulligan. I think this hand's kind of clunky. Do I go to 5? You don't necessarily need to mulligan for a hand with one of those effects, but your hands with them are so much better. I'm going to go to 5. Keep this. Get rid of the Wish and one of the Impulse effects. Arid Mesa pass. They play Plains into Guide of Souls. Okay. We'll grab Elegant Parlor. We don't need an extra land. Get rid of that. Well, we drew one anyway. We will fetch. Let's just play the rail. Pass the turn. Come on, no removal. Looks like our opponent's playing like a Soul Sisters type deck, so I'm hoping they don't have any removal. Sacred Foundry. Amped Raptor. They hit another Guide of Souls. They're swinging. And I'll take 3. Come on, deck, be good to me. There we go. Let's start with a Reckless Impulse. We'll choose Tails. We win the flip. I don't want to transform, though. Gemstone Caverns. I'm not sure if I want to play that. We'll play the Mountain. Let's Reckless Impulse. Rail again. We want another flip. No, I don't want to transform. Ruby Medallion. Pyretic Ritual. Tails. We lost the flip. So I could play the Ruby Medallion into Glimpse, but then my turn's over. So I'm just going to Glimpse here. Rail, this is the 4th spell. I lost the flip. Glimpse. Manamorphose was a huge find here. So this is the 5th spell. Choose Tails. Lost the flip. So we want to win the next one. We'll make 2 red. No! Oh no. It moved and I clicked green. It's my own fault, but oh no. That was not good. Alright, Reckless Impulse, it's up to you. Tails. We won the flip. Thank you. Yes. Reckless Impulse. We will minus the rail. Play Desperate Ritual. Play Strike It Rich. Strike It Rich. Play the Ruby Medallion. Play Desperate Ritual. Play Ruby Medallion. Play Glimpse. Manamorphose, Storm is 14. We'll make red, red. Wrenn's Resolve, Storm 15. Cast Strike it Rich. Another Glimpse the Impossible. Storm 17. Pyretic Ritual. Might as well play another Ruby Medallion, why not? We're here. Okay, so we've taken game number 1 from this Soul Sisters Energy deck, I'm guessing, or it might just be Boros Energy. Guessing we want some number of Static Prison. We'll just get rid of Strike it Rich. As much as I do like Strike it Rich, it's probably the worst card in the deck. It really enables fast wins. If you know your opponent doesn't have anything like a Deafening Silence, it can be pretty good. But I don't want to not have access to the Static Prison and then lose to basic hate cards. Oh, this is good. This is very good. We will keep. We're going to put Gemstone Caverns into play, and then we're going to exile the second copy of Rail. Gemstone Caverns, exile Rail Monsoon Mage. Our opponent mulliganed to 5. Sacred Foundry, Ragavan. Okay. We draw another Rail. We'll play one out here. It stops Ragavan in its tracks, so they need a removal spell. Just 2 pushed Modern Horizons mythics against each other. That's what Magic is all about. Magebane Lizard. Sure. Bloodstained Mire. We'll play Ruby Medallion. We'll take 1. Pass the turn. Amped Raptor. Alright, so I take back the Soul Sisters thing. This is clearly just Boros Energy. On the end step, we'll fetch. Grab an Elegant Parlor and Surveil 1. Static Prison right on time? That's crazy. Just crazy. Play the Static Prison. I will gladly take 1. Exile the Magebane Lizard. Glimpse the Impossible. Choose Tails. We won the flip. No, I don't want to transform. Land, Desperate Ritual, Past in Flames. Very good here. We'll grab a land. Desperate Ritual. We lost the flip. Reckless Impulse. Choose Tails. We win the flip. No, I don't want to transform. Wish and Past in Flames. We'll play Past in Flames for 2 mana. Choose Tails. I won the flip. No, I still don't want to transform. Desperate Ritual. Term is now 6, but one of them is a Static Prison, so we don't want to transform yet. We won the flip. No. Let's Glimpse the Impossible. We'll choose Tails. We won the flip. This time we will transform. Couple more rituals here. Reckless Impulse. Play Rail. Minus this Rail. And now it should be pretty simple. Pyretic Ritual. Choose Tails. We won the flip. Yes, I would like to flip Rail or transform Rail, whatever you'd like to call it. And our opponent concedes the match. 3-0, have not dropped a game yet. If you're still watching, make sure to give this video a like, comment, and subscribe. While you're near the description, here's a reminder to use our affiliate links if you're going to make a purchase from Amazon, Card Hoarder, or TCG Player. Just above those affiliate links, you'll find our social channels. Make sure to join those to connect with us. Round number 4, we're on the draw. I will keep Temple Garden, Delighted Halfling, so we're likely facing Nadu combo. I could use a ritual here, like Desperate Ritual, Pyretic Ritual would be our best draws. Okay, land number 4 was not good. I'm not going to lie to you, that was not a draw we wanted. No time here to just play pass go with Surveil lands. I'm going to play the Strike it Rich and pass the turn. 2 mana for a Wall of Roots and a Lush Portico. Okay. Gets rid of Spring Heart and Antuco, and then play Shuko. So if they have a blue mana no, the blue mana is Delighted Halfling next turn. That's problematic. Another Wrenn's Resolve. I might just be dead next turn. So I do have a choice here. I can play Rail and then Reckless Impulse, and then try to flip the Rail and shoot the Delighted Halfling to cut them off blue. I guess that's my only chance here. Rail Monsoon Mage. Choose Tails. We lost the flip. Okay, we were forced to pass the turn. That was the only gamble I had here. So if they have the Nadu, I probably lose. Another Delighted Halfling. 2 cards in hand. 1 card in hand. They didn't have it. Wow. But all we do is draw lands. We'll play Sacred Foundry. Yes. So I could try to buy some time here. I could wish into the Wear Tear and destroy the Shuko? I honestly don't hate it. Let's play Wish. Choose Tails. We've lost the flip. And we're going to destroy Shuko. Choose Tails again. We've lost the flip. Pass the turn. Endurance. Okay. I'm actually very glad they played that there. They search out a Hedge Maze. They draw another Shuko. Equip to the Delighted Halfling, and now they can hit me for 5. I'm sorry, for 4, because I block here. I'll fall to 9 life. Wrenn's Resolve. Choose Tails. We lost the flip. Wrenn's Resolve. There's a ritual. We'll play that. So 1 spell this turn, 2 spells. We lose another flip. Manamorphose. This is the 3rd spell. Tails again. We lost another flip. I'm at 6. Things are getting a little dicey here. Okay. Let's Glimpse the Impossible. Spell number 4, we'll choose Tails again. We've won the flip for once. No, I don't want to transform though. Desperate Ritual. Choose Tails. We lost the flip. Rail, you're starting to scare me a little bit. We will Wrenn's Resolve. Choose Tails. We win the flip. We will now transform before I die. Okay, Wrenn's Resolve. I mean, I guess I should have Manamorphosed for slightly cheaper. We will now minus the rail. There's a lot of different ways to win this game now. Alright, let's just start casting spells. Looks like this one I have to pay mana for. Pyretic Ritual. Play a Manamorphose. Red. Desperate Ritual. Spell 13. Play the land for turn. I believe Wish is free. No, it's not. This is spell 14. Reckless Impulse. Strike It Rich can be 16. Reckless Impulse will be 17. Grapeshot +1. 18 going at the opponent. Sweet. Okay, so I don't think you actually want Static Prison. This is a matchup where I think you're supposed to just be like, okay, we are 2 cars that are trying to win a race, and good luck trying to beat me. I think that is the best way to win this. So I am going to just resubmit here. Game number 2, we're on the draw. This hand is very interesting. I think I'm going to keep it. I'm not like completely sold on this. We'll play the Gemstone Caverns, exile a Strike It Rich. Windswept Heath, go. Interesting. We will play Strike It Rich, and then pass the turn. We'll grab a Surveil land on their end step. They pick up a Lush Portico, and surveils away a Delighted Halfling. Windswept Heath. They pick up a basic. Damping Sphere. I did not board in my Static Prisons. I do have Wish, but that's not really how we want to beat that card. Fetch. Grab an Elegant Parlor. Surveil away past him. Oh, we were in such a good spot if this wasn't Damping Sphere. Player land. We just have to flashback Strike It Rich here. So the current plan is I'm going to Wish for Static Prison. So it's 3 mana into Wish, and then it's going to be both treasure tokens for the Static Prison. Springheart Nantuko. Into Misty Rainforest. Bloodstained Mire. We'll fetch. Grab a mountain. Play Wish. I wonder if it's better to Wear Tear the Damping Sphere. Like, will it take me more than 2 turns to win this game? I'll lose both treasures, but I don't have to worry about Static Prison being destroyed or running out of time and then the Damping Sphere coming back. Target the Damping Sphere, and then I have to pay the extra 1. They fetch with Misty Rainforest. If this is like a Spell Pierce or a Fluster Storm, we're done. It is not. Okay. Pass. They create another Insect. 4 cards in hand. Endurance. Yep. And now they'll attack. We'll take some damage. Rail. Let's put Gigantha to hand. Pass the turn. Rail was a very good draw there. But I need something in order to up my spell count, like Reckless Impulse, Glimpse the Impossible, just something that allows me to get up to 6 spells in 1 turn. They play Otawara. They fetch. They have 3 cards remaining in their hand. Another Insect. Wall of Roots, 2 cards left. Court of Calling. What does this get here? If it's Nadu, and then they need some sort... they did grab a Nadu. What is the last card in your hand? You have another Court of Calling? Sylvan Safekeeper. I mean, I'm going to let them go through this. Because with Shroud, they can only target the same creature once, and it's based on the number of lands they have. So this is not deterministic here. So while our opponent's going through some cards, they just revealed their own Static Prison. It's good to know about. And they're running out of lands. So it is a concern. Guide of Souls. As of right now, they only have 2 more triggers. There's a Saga. They find another Endurance. So now they're down to 1 final trigger. I believe they just cast the other Endurance. They did. They targeted themselves that time. And that was their last land. I believe that they fizzled. So I get 1 draw step here. Okay. Mountain. Mountain is not going to do it. We've lost our first game this league. Okay, well, it looks like I need to re-sideboard. We'll bring in Static Prisons. We'll get rid of the Strike It Rich. If this hand had a rail in it, it would be perfect. I think I'm going to keep it anyway. I'm going to just choose to believe that between the Surveil land and the Wrenn's Resolve, we'll find either the rail or Ruby Medallion that we're looking for. Turn 1 Delighted Halfling. Yep. We'll grab an Elegant Parlor. Goodbye land, we don't need you. Come on, rail. Another land. Okay, we will fetch. Also, running more fetch lands, just thinning your deck marginally so that way your Wrenn's Resolves and stuff matter a little bit more. I think the list running like 6 or 7 basics are just built very wrongly. Like, there's no reason to run that many basics. Unless, like, you're just trying to hedge against mill, you know, milling you for extra damage. I just don't believe in it. And there's the Nadu. Okay, so we're in a spot where we just have to care about endurance, I believe. We'll play our land. Play Rail Monsoon Mage. Pyretic Ritual. Rail will trigger, we'll choose Tails. We've won the flip. No. So this is the first spell. We need to remember that. Second spell. For Rail, that is. Wrenn's Resolve. This is the third spell for Rail. Choose Tails. Past in Flames and a land. Past in Flames is really risky versus Endurance here. Instead, we'll play Glimpse the Impossible, spell number 4 for Rail. Choose Tails. There we go, that was pretty good. So I've been told that you're supposed to hold priority here and then cast another ritual because it gives you a 75% chance at flipping instead of 50. So we'll choose Tails. I lost the flip. Rail, we'll choose Tails. There we go, and now we'll transform Rail. Okay, let's minus Rail, and now we'll play this one. We didn't actually hit that much mana in there. There's 2 Past in Flames in here, and I'm not sure which one I can cast for free. Apparently it's this one. We'll choose Tails. I lost the flip. Do you have Endurance? They did not have Endurance. Ritual. Choose Tails. We win the flip. I'd love to flip the Rail. Opponent concedes the match. We are now 4-0, about to play for another Modern Trophy. Can I go back-to-back? Let's find out. With Card Hoarder, renting your favorite combo deck has never been easier. There isn't a more affordable solution for Magic Online. Want to play the deck in this video? Check out the pinned comment below to easily rent the deck from Card Hoarder. Did you know you can rent the Epic Storm from Card Hoarder for as little as 7 tickets a week? We are on the play for match number 5. I will keep, our opponent has also revealed a Gigantha. I know that I have the Surveil land and I have a Strike It Rich. I'm going to play the Surveil land on the first turn in case we draw into a Ruby Medallion or Rail Monsoon Mage on second turn. That will allow me a more explosive start than playing Strike It Rich on turn 1 and then the Elegant Parlor on turn 2. I'd also prefer to start sculpting my draws sooner rather than later. Play the Elegant Parlor, Surveil. We'll get rid of the Wrenn's Resolve. Pass the turn. Uh-oh. Is it the Mirror? It is not. Okay. Wish. Let's play a Reckless Impulse. Land Strike It Rich. Okay. They attack with the Ocelot Pride. Ouch. They create a cat and pass. We draw a land. We'll play the Sacred Foundry. Play the Strike It Rich from exile. And then we will Wrenn's Resolve again. Same card. Reckless Impulse, Wrenn's Resolve, whatever. Okay, so we hit the other Surveil land and a Glimpse the Impossible. They play a third land and a second copy of Ocelot Pride. I'll take 2. They're going to create a few more cats here. They play Revel in Silence. That's not very nice. We'll play the Elegant Parlor. Desperate Ritual can go to the graveyard. And then let's put Jegantha to hand. Pass the turn. Aether Hub. So this might be the deck we faced in, I think, round 3. Maybe not. I mean, this one seems a little more cat-based now that I've opened up my mouth. Okay, so we'll take 5. If they have another Revel in Silence, I'm dead here. 3 cards. They do. They have another Revel in Silence. So disgusting. Okay, yeah, we're dead. I needed a faster start. I didn't have one of those effects, and I was just really punished. Okay. I needed a Ruby effect, and we went 25% of the way through our deck and never found one. Alright, so we're going to take out Striker Rich. Let's bring in the Static Prison. I can't but wonder if this is a matchup where we want the Empty the Warrens just to be faster. I think we might. I'm going to try this out. On the play for game 2. And now we have 1 land. I don't think I'm allowed to keep this. I guess so. These draws have not been good this round, playing for a trophy. Wooded Foothills will pass. Once again, the first turn, Ocelot Pride will fetch. Grab Elegant Parlor. Surveil away the mountain. Ritual is a good find. We'll just pass the turn here. Okay. I'm at 18. It looks like they're just holding up the silence again. Grab Elegant Parlor. I'm going to get rid of Static Prison. I don't feel like we need it at this moment. And there it is, Revel in Silence. We drew the Ruby Medallion. That was actually a really good find here. I'm going to go to 15, and I'm going to put Jegantha to my hand. Pass the turn. Next turn, we should be able to do something meaningful if our opponent doesn't have another silence effect. Guide of Souls. Damping Sphere. Come on. Oh, and I just got rid of the Static Prison. Okay, I'm at 13. We find Wrenn's Resolve. Play Ruby Medallion. And I can't play the Wrenn's Resolve because it just doesn't work. Pass the turn. We have 3 Static Prisons that I could possibly draw into here. And they play the Invasion, so they look at my hand, exile a card, and then it costs 2 more to cast. They choose Wrenn's Resolve. I don't blame them here. If I draw a land, I think I'm supposed to play the Jegantha to stem the bleeding. So they're going to attack this, so that way it will transform into the enchantment that protects their creatures. We drew another Ritual. I'm going to Manamorphose. We'll make red, white, Wrenn's Resolve, Gemstone Caverns. Am I just dead here? No, I mean, unless they have some damage in their hand, I'm not dead. And then I think I can Wrenn's Resolve one more time. Or am I just wrong? I guess I'm way wrong. Okay. I have to pass. I see 10 damage on the board and I'm at 12. So 2 more damage and I'm dead. Oh, I'm actually just dead to the Guide of Souls. Like, I'm dead on board. Amped Raptor. And now they attack. I mean, I don't have anything here. I feel like this match kind of got away from us. And I'm dead. We did not get the 5-0. We went 4-1. I will say this. The deck felt pretty good. Despite not getting the trophy, I thought that it played really, really well. I'm still not sold about Worm's Chant over Silence. Like, when you want this card, Silence, I think, is just better. I understand you can kick it and stop an attack step, but I don't think that's as relevant as not targeting. Static Prison, I don't know how I feel about it, if I'm being honest. The Green Splash might be better. I think Pick Your Poison, not being time-based is really nice. It just being a permanent answer. Like, I don't know if I really think that white is better than green. It's probably better in the mirror. I'll say that. Orange Shen is definitely better than Veil of Summer in the mirror match, but just some thoughts that I'm having. Obviously, the red shell is really powerful. Past in Flames versus Underworld Breach. Past in Flames felt good this league. There was times where casting it was pretty difficult, where Underworld Breach would have been a lot easier. But both cards are really powerful still. I think there's a lot of exploration still to be had. I know that cards that can be cast off of the rails back half ultimate are more desirable, and that's where Past in Flames shines compared to Underworld Breach. That said, I do think Underworld Breach is just a more powerful card overall, and maybe there should be a split somewhere, or just less Past in Flames overall because Underworld Breach is bananas. But those are just some thoughts. I do think the deck list is pretty good. Obviously, we didn't win one match, but that's not everything. Let me know what you think in the comment section down below. Thank you for watching. I hope you have a great day, and as always, keep storming. What you should do is like, comment, and subscribe because there's no better way to support us. And if you enjoyed this video, head over to moxfield.com and follow us there. It's truly the best deck website on the internet. We update all of our decks there regularly with the latest and greatest technology, so you're always up to date. Once again, go check out Moxfield, and thank you for watching.